You're watching Win-Win Power News. JSW Energy, a part of the JSW Group, is entering the capital market with its initial public offer in December 7 till December 9th. The company, part of the group that runs JSW Steel, has mandated 8 arrangers including JM Financial, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company, JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley for the offer, according to a draft prospectus. Take a look at this report.
JSW Energy Limited, a part of the Sajjan Jindal-led JSW Group, has fixed the price band between ₹100 and ₹115 per equity share for the initial public offering. The bid opens on December 7, 2009 and closes on December 9, 2009.
If you look at the competition, if you look at the peer group, this is a very, very attractive price, and we believe that a lot is left on the table for the investors.
The company expects to raise funds up to ₹2,700 crore through its public offer. The equity shares offered through the red herring prospectus are proposed to be listed on the BSE and NSE.
Well, we are very keen that today we have close to 1 million shareholders in the Jindal Group fraternity of investors, and we would like to grow it in a large way, and therefore we are giving a discount to the retail investors to make it more attractive for them.
The energy firm has an operational capacity of 860 megawatt with additional 2,790 megawatt capacity under construction and implementation stage. The utility, which also makes turbines and generators in joint venture with Toshiba Corp, will primarily use the money to part fund power projects and mining ventures. The company has current operational capacities worth 995 megawatts and plans to take its total capacity to 3,140 megawatt by December 2010 and expand to 11,380 megawatt by 2015. JSW is also involved in power transmission and plans to foray into power distribution.
Incorporated in 1994, JSW Energy Limited is a part of the JSW Group headed by Mr. Sajjan Jindal, which is in turn a part of the OP Jindal Group. JSW aims to become a leading integrated power company in the Indian power sector with presence across the value chain. To talk in detail on the company's IPO launch and expansion plan, we have with us Mr. S.S. Rao, Joint Managing Director and CEO, JSW Energy. Mr. Rao, good evening and welcome to Power News.
Good evening.
Tell us, JSW Energy's IPO was an eagerly awaited one as it comes after a long gap. It also comes out at a time when power sector is very lucrative. Please tell us about the offer and the price band.
We are coming with the IPO after 14 years. Our group company JSW Steel first has come up with the IPO about 14 years back. From the group, this is the second IPO. The IPO will be opened on 7th and it will be closed on 9th. And the price band will be 100 to 115 rupees.
Okay. Is there any discount for retail investors which could be a step to attract more investors into your fold?
It's actually an inbuilt culture in JSW Group always to take care of the retail investors. Even in the JSW Steel also it was done like that. In the same manner now, of course, definitely we are offering a discount for the retail investors. We want to have a big number of retail investors in our group.
Okay, now tell us, what is the total capex required for all your projects and how do you plan to raise so many funds?
This is about 54,000 crores is required for 11,340 megawatts, which we want to build by 2015. Out of that, already 3,140 megawatts we had the financial closure. Both the debt as well as the part of the equity has been arranged. And with this IPO, part of the fund will be used for the equity of the identified projects, and 3,140 megawatts will be commissioned by year 2010 October.
Mr. Rao, can you tell us the schedule and breakup of already existing projects and those that are under the development and implementation stages?
So we started our power business in 1995. Our first project, 260 megawatt IPP, was commissioned year 2000. Subsequently, in the same location, we are adding 2 into 300 megawatt, that is 600 megawatt. The total 860 megawatt is in operation in Vijayanagar in the state of Karnataka. Subsequently, we started a plant in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra in a location called Jaigad, where we are adding 4 into 300 megawatt, total 1200 megawatt. In Rajasthan, we are building 8 into 135 megawatt power plant on a lignite base. In addition, we are adding another 2 into 135 megawatt merchant plant in Rajasthan again on the lignite base, and we are building one 240 megawatt hydropower plant in the state of Himachal Pradesh. So subsequently, in the second phase, we will be building about 7,740 megawatts. All these units will be on the supercritical technology basis.
Now coming to fuel supply, can you tell us about the fuel linkages for all your projects?
Typically, we have about 50% of the capacity on import coal basis, and balance 50% is on Indian coal. Imported coal, we had a long-term agreement in Indonesia, and that is about 13 million tons per annum. And we have another captive coal mine is available in Mozambique, which can produce about 6 million tons per annum. So this will take care of the total imported coal requirement. So any shortfall is there, then on short-term basis we'll be importing coal either from South Africa, Australia, and from other sources. As far as the Indian coal is concerned, for the West Bengal, the captive coal mine is already there for the total 1600 megawatt. And for the Chhattisgarh also 50% coal mine is already available at Orissa. Balance 50% will be on the linkage. And Jharkhand is concerned, we applied for the coal linkage. We expect shortly the approval from the government.
Mr. Rao will now like to know the breakup of your long-term and short-term power project agreements.
Presently, it's about 55% we are selling on a short-term basis, merchant power. About 45% we are selling on a long-term basis. And subsequently, we will move about 60% to long-term and 40% to the merchant power.
Well, if we talk about the financial performance of the company, how has the growth been in the last 3 years?
From the year 2000 onwards, when we commissioned the first 260 megawatt unit, from that year onwards, we are making profit. It is a totally profit-making organization. Last year, we had a profit of 277 crores for the full financial year. This off year, already we have about 269 crores profit.
Various recommendations and appreciation awards have been won by the company in the recent years by various agencies. Would you like to share those with our viewers?
So far, we have received 2 national awards under private generating units for the best performance. Our performance is the best both on the plant load factor, on heat rate, auxiliary consumption, which are normally considered for the rating the efficiency of the power plant.
Okay, thank you Mr. Rao for joining us and sharing your views with us. And this brings us to the end of today's episode. Do keep sending us your suggestions and views at powernews@utvnet.com or call us on 011 405 60701. Do join us next week. Till then, goodbye and take care.